Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used. Honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check 50.
Now a give, right side. Hines. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Tighten up. Jim. Switch it.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line. And here we go. Watch the pass. No. Kill.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. 51. Check right. Slam. Check. Crunch. No. Off. Shit.
They run with Hines. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10. Ready. At the Raiders' 40-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. This is caught by Robinson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Undercrush. Check.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously. And he's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game. But you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as this Super Bowl progresses?
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Martin set. 19. 50 spot. Don't let it free. Don't let it free. Play at 19. Don't let it free.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. On second down now, Mixon, and some room to maneuver. And all the way in, touchdown, Oakland. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
On second down, it's Hines, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett. Caught by the tight end Ertz. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This is Hines. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Hey, pick
Brissett from the gun on third. Flush to his right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
First down, Brissett. Complete to Jones. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Brissett. Got an open man, it's Aikman. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Switch. Kill. Tight dog. Kill. Slam.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Brissett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. But now it's 3rd and goal.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Bring it. Bring it. Check. Check. Check.
Now Joe Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Tackles. Tackles. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just... Under a minute to play in half number 1. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Fielded at the 20. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. They also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
I got you. I got you. Kill, kill, kill. Check it out, read. Hey, alert 3. Squeeze. Check 37. Check 37.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check 99, check 99. Bang, 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 bang. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Rotate, spell. Switch, switch, switch.
Brissett now. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Keep it up, guys. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Focus, defense, focus. Slam. Swing. Shut. Shit. Shit. Watch the shit. Watch it.
Now a give right side. It's Hines, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Carlson missed it. Hold it to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well. Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the fourth down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check safety, check safety. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Begin.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle. And we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Watch twist.
Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Mixon. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to float this one deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise. Methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Being chased out left. And that's caught by Smith. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Brissett again. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Check, 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 check. Come on. Fight 51. Mike 51. You're not ready. You're not ready. Joker, 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 Joker. Check 15.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Brissett on 3rd and 2. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Jim, Jim, Jim. 6. Pull it. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll throw again. Brissett. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
36, 36. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no.
Now it's Hines. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Slam, slam, slam.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They'll run for it with Hines. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 25-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Watson. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him.
Hey, you got to get moving, man. Man, moving. You got to get that. Hey, 31.
Here's Watson to throw on third down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Another try for Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Check three.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Hooked up by Justin Reed. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
It ended up costing them.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Switch gears.
Out of his end zone, Brissett under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And Watson's going to throw it here. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 8.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
And the Oakland Raiders are on top of the football world. They will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as the Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs, the Lombardi Trophy.